The 4-day workweek is proving to be the gift that keeps on giving.
事实证明，每周工作4天是一份持续的礼物。
Companies that have tried it are reporting happier workers, lower turnover, and greater efficiency. Now, there's evidence that those effects are long-lasting.
尝试过这种方法的公司报告称，员工更加快乐，人员流动率更低，效率更高。现在有证据表明这些影响是持久的。
The latest data come from a trial in the UK. In 2022, 61 companies moved their employees to a 4-day workweek with no reduction in pay.
最新数据来自英国的一项试验，2022年，61家公司将员工改为每周工作4天，薪资不变。
They began it as a 6-month experiment. But today, 54 of the companies still have the policy.
他们开始进行为期6个月的实验，但时至今日，仍有54家公司保留了这项政策。
Just over half have declared it permanent, according to researchers with the think tank Autonomy, who organized the trial along with the group's 4-day week campaign and 4-day week global.
根据智囊团研究人员 Autonomy 的说法，只有超过一半的宣布它是永久性的。他们与4天一周和全球4天一周团体一起组织了这次实验。
Follow-up surveys help to explain the 4-day workweek's success.
后续调查有助于解释4天工作周的成功。
Improvements in physical and mental health, work-life balance, and general life satisfaction, as well as reductions in burnout, have been maintained over the past year, says sociologist Juliet Shore of Boston College, who's part of the research team.
研究团队成员波士顿学院社会学家朱丽叶·肖尔 （Juliet Shore） 表示，过去1年，身心健康、工作与生活平衡、整体生活满意度得到改善，倦怠程度也有所降低。
Workers report higher job satisfaction now than before the trial began.
工人们表示，现在的工作满意度比试验开始前更高。
The results are really stable. It's not a novelty effect, she says. People are feeling really on top of their work with this new model.
结果非常稳定，这并不是什么新鲜事。他说，人们对这个新模型的工作感到非常满意。
Similarly positive results are emerging from other 4-day workweek trials, including in the US, Shore says.
肖尔说，包括美国在内的其他4天工作周试验也出现类似的积极结果。
At a recent webinar, participating companies shared their experiences and tips for success.
在最近的网络研讨会上，参与公司分享了他们的成功经验和秘诀。
It absolutely doesn't happen by magic, says Nikki Russell, CEO of the London-based water conservancy nonprofit WaterWise. You can't just drop a day and carry on as usual, because how stressful would that be?
总部位于伦敦的非营利水利组织 WaterWise 的执行长尼奇·罗素表示，这绝对不会凭空发生。你不能只是放弃一天并像往常一样继续，因为那会有多大压力。
Russell says after some initial teething problems, they managed to find efficiencies that allow all 10 employees to take Fridays off. They keep all meetings to 30 minutes and make sure those meetings start on time.
罗素表示，在经历了一些初期问题后，他们设法提高效率，让所有10名员工都可以在周五休息。他们将所有会议控制在30分钟内，并确保这些会议准时开始。
They block off focus time on their calendars, sometimes even declaring monk mode Mondays. They're more mindful of the emails they send and of the time they spend going through their inboxes.
他们在日历上分隔出重点时间，有时甚至宣布星期一为僧侣模式。他们更注意自己发送的电子邮件以及花在浏览收件匣上的时间。
I only do my emails now at certain times of the day. I'm not drawn into them all day, every day, she says.
我现在只在一天中的某些时间写电子邮件，我不会整天、每天都被他们吸引。他说。
At the end of the pilot, the staff at WaterWise were unanimous in their desire to continue the 4-day week. A majority said they wouldn't consider a 5-day-a-week job again unless presented with a significant pay raise.
在试验点结束时 ，WaterWise 的员工一致希望继续为期4天的一周。大多数人表示，除非大幅加薪，否则他们不会再考虑每周工作5天的工作。
It's brilliant for retention, which is super important in a teeny organization like ours, says Russell.
这与留住人才来说非常好，这对像我们这样的小型组织来说非常重要，罗素说。
One important finding, researchers say, is that there is no one-size-fits-all recipe when it comes to the 4-day workweek.
研究人员表示，一个重要的发现是，对于每周4天的工作时间，没有一刀切的方法。
At Merthyr Valley's homes in South Wales, giving everyone Fridays off wouldn't have worked, says Ruth Llewellyn, who led the pilot at the housing cooperative.
住房合作社试点计划的负责人露丝·罗埃林表示，在南威尔斯的 Merthyr Valley's Homes 让每个人周五休息行不通。
With 240 employees working in roles from customer service to home repairs and maintenance, they decided to keep their operations running from Monday through Friday.
他们有240名员工，从事客户服务、房屋维修和保养等工作，因此决定从周一到周五继续营运。
For us, the thought of dropping repair service for our tenants one day a week meant that we wouldn't be providing the same service, Llewellyn says.
对我们来说，每周有一天停止为租户提供维修服务，意味着我们不会提供相同的服务，罗埃林说。
Instead, employees work a variety of schedules depending on individual and team needs.
相反，员工根据个人和团队的需求制定不同的工作时间表。
Some have a set day off every week, while others are on a rolling schedule. Some employees work 2 half-days, and some still work 5 days a week but shorter hours, allowing them to drop off and pick up their children from school.
有些每周都有固定的休息日，而有些则是滚动安排的。有些员工工作2个半天，有些员工仍然每周工作5天，但工作时间较短，以便可以接送孩子放学。
The teams found time savings in different places. Some of the trade staff found they could reduce travel time to and from the building supplier with better planning around which materials they needed.
团队在不同的地方发现了节省时间的方法。一些行业工作人员发现，透过更好地规划他们所需的材料，他们可以减少往返建筑供应商的旅行时间。
Customer-facing teams found they could address smaller issues quickly over the phone.
面向客户的团队发现，他们可以透过电话快速解决较小的问题。
Employees are more motivated, employee performance has held consistent, and absences for illnesses have fallen, Llewellyn says.
罗埃林说，员工的积极性更高，员工绩效保持稳定，因病缺勤的情况也有所下降。
Yet the company is not committing to the 4-day workweek forever, at least, not yet. Hoping for still more data, it extended the pilot and will reevaluate the results later this spring.
然而，公司没有永远承诺每周工作4天，至少现在还没。为了获得更多数据，该公司延长了试点范围，并将在今年春季晚些时候重新评估结果。
We're really hopeful at that point that we can make it permanent, says Llewellyn.
我们真的希望能使这制度永久，卢埃林说。